we will now care for her. We will make sure that she doesn't get burned in the future. We, real people.
Right.
Not just herself in her imagined isolated life. But we will do this. It's Herculean for us to give this. This is the rich young ruler giving up his effort to make sure that he's okay. And so it's not until we, it's the same kind of metaphor of the swimming pool that we used last week.
Right. Yes.
This notion that we're going to nudge ourselves out into this space where we're willing to trust. And so, for instance, we in the individual work and then in the group work, we would have to say to her, I'm going to ask you to stop saying that. Oh. You have to restrain this. This is repentance.
Wow.
Repentance at work includes stop hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. You have to. I can't make you stop doing that.
Right.
There's no magic wand for this. You're going to have to be willing to turn your attention. Instead, when the moment comes, when you're tempted to do that, I'm going to want you to pause, take a breath, and I want you to imagine being in the room with the rest of us here. Mm-hmm. And I want you to see us seeing you, and I want you to imagine that we want to be in the room with you, and that we are your protectors. The protector whose part-time job is to accuse you is not your protector.
That's right.
We are your protectors. This takes practice. This takes time. This does not happen with just one foray into trying to pull this off.
Right.
We like to remind people that if you cut your finger and you cut it deeply enough that you run through one of the neuron tendrils that runs to the tip of your finger, when it seals over and begins to heal, it will take, the neuron will start to regrow at a rate of about 2 millimeters per day. Not very fast. And it's now going to have to grow all the way to the end of the finger because, and so 2 millimeters per day, and that's weeks, if not months in the making. This is how fast our brains, they don't change quickly. And of course, part of our suffering is how maddening it is that God is taking so dang long in getting his work done.
Right. Why long? Why so long, O Lord?
We're going to have a conversation about this when the new heaven arrives.
Right.
This, and I would say because he is so thorough and so serious about his initial project of turning us into professional human beings, turning us into people who are able to be kings and queens on the earth. And again, we've mentioned that we don't take ourselves nearly as seriously as Jesus does. Our mission and our role to be his image bearers, to steward the earth, that's our mission. And if I have these parts of me that are walking around believing that I'm still at war with God, it's going to be hard for me to do my job.
Right.